The Lord...
Forever and ever.
Please excuse our precautions, gentlemen. These are evil times. Well then, Yaramir of Nabokov, at your service. And whom do I have the honor of welcoming to my humble seat?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I am honoured, Sir Yaramira. Sir Otto von Bergov asked me to convey to you his cordial greetings, and to parley with you in the matter of the security of this domain.
Certainly, certainly. These are troubled times indeed. Please accept my hospitality, sir. You're surely...
An excellent idea. If I may ask that our horses may not be neglected either.
Palzo, you heard his lordship.
But I've already got 15 animals to deal with. Why doesn't Hurtle do it?
Hurtle has other duties. Stop griping and get to it.
15 horses? My word, sir. You must be doing all right for yourself.
Not entirely. But fortune smiled on me for once at least.
On me too, one could say. I suppose she's doing the rounds in these parts. So, tell me, sir, how did you achieve what you have?
Well, it's a long, complicated story. But I'm guessing von Berkhoff didn't send you here to find out how well off I am. Or did he?
No, he didn't. I apologize, Sir Yaramira. So, let's proceed to the real reason he sent us. Henry, be prepared. I won't keep Sir Yaramira very long.
Certainly.
Michael, you take Henry here under your wing and make sure he's well taken care of.
Certainly. Henry, eh? Michael's my name, and I welcome you to our little place. It's not the fanciest fortress ever, but you know, I like it here. It serves us well. How was your journey? All good?
The journey was all right, but monotonous. I'm rattled from riding, and my arse hurts.
Well, I'm sure you're glad to be at the end of your ride, eh? You'll get some rest here. I'll see to that. But I must say, my throat is dry. And maybe yours too, eh? Come along with me. We'll soon fix that. I'll make you feel at home and we can have a chat. As I said, the fortress may be small, but the work never stops. Right now, we're repairing the fortifications down there.
Good day to you.
Well, it's nice to meet someone from the trade. I'm also a blacksmith.
Is that so? Good lord, I wouldn't have expected that. You must have had a slice of luck to be hanging out with nobles. Me and my brother wanted to get out of the smithing trade, but something always brought us back. I'm Steer. Pleased to meet you, sir.
Henry. You said you have a brother?
Aye, they call him Bull. The poor bloke tries hard enough, but he ain't got the knack. So he just helps out where he can. Or he does any work that's needed. He's working below on the fortification repairs right now. He'd be better off learning a different trade. But times is hard. This way, at least we're together. That's the main thing. Have you got anyone next to you on life's journey?
I have my lord, and that's all I need.
I understand. I won't mind being a noble's retainer myself. What's he like, actually?
Moody and frivolous, with a taste for wenches and booze. And it's always me who pays for his cock-ups.
He's got you well trained.
And what's your lord like?
My lord doesn't like it when folks talk about him behind his back. Better leave it at that. I reckon it's time I got back to work. Good to see you, my friend.
How's trade? The plates here. Is that your work?
Well, I wish. If I could make stuff like that, me and my brother wouldn't be stuck here. We just keep it in good nick. Mend it when the lads get it beat up, which they do all the time.
Tell me about it. I've straightened bent nails and knives and saws till I couldn't see straight. Folks don't take care of things, and then they're surprised.
You took the words out of my mouth. Then it's work from dawn to dusk, day in, day out. And if you saw the work waiting for me down below and in the tower, no end to it.
Hold on. I'll go down there and help you out. The work will go faster with an extra pair of hands.
No, don't go anywhere. What I mean is, thanks for the offer. But we can't have a guest working here, can we? And besides, you get in the way down there. They're working on the fortifications. Better go and play dice with Twerk or something. Make the most of your free time till your lord gets back.
All right. Whatever you say. I just wanted to help.
Oh, I know you did. But I can manage by myself. Really. Let's leave it at that. Take care, sir.
Greetings, sir. You've come a long way to visit us, so I reckon we ought to show our hospitality properly. We could practice archery together. What do you say?
Sure. I'd love to.
I was hoping you'd say that. The targets are beneath the ramparts, so we'll shoot from the gallery. The rest is easy. I'll give you some arrows, you lean out from the battlements, and shoot at the target till you run out. The closer to the bullseye, the higher the score. And an extra 3 points to the one who shoots all his arrows first. And the one with the most points at the end wins. Stands to reason. If you beat me, I'll give you one of our best crossbows, so you don't badmouth us to his lordship.
Yeah, that sounds like a challenge. I accept.
Now, just tell me what you want to shoot with.
Let's take longbows.
But you ain't got one. Your lord ain't exactly kitted you out, I see. We've got more than enough, though. So I'll let you take one of our older ones. It's not like anyone will miss it.
That's generous of you. Thanks.
Archers get set. And loose.
I'm never going to hit the bullseye at this rate. I'm never going to hit the bullseye at this rate. Hey, that wasn't so shabby. I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you. Another notch on the quiver. You're not a bad shot, sir. But a bit of practice would do you good. Practice makes perfect, after all. There's not a lot to do round here, so I practice a lot. And I reckon you can tell. My office... I'll be with you, sir.
heard Lord von Berghoff himself sent you. So, what has he sent you with?
He's calling his loyal men to arms. To fight back against the bandits running rampant in the region.
Now you're talking. It's about time. They've been causing trouble around these parts as well. How many men does Lord von Berghoff have?
I don't know. Trotsky is so big, I couldn't guess how many men there are there.
Well, hopefully enough. I bet my left nut Lord Yaromir will send me. Tell me one thing, though. Because I can't wrap my head around it. Why didn't von Berghoff send one of his own instead of some Lord of Perkstein and his escort?
Well, I suppose he wanted to show respect to Lord Yaromir. So he didn't send just anyone.
Ah, the way of the nobles. Not something I know much about, but you do, it seems. So your master, Lord Capon of Perkstein, is somehow significant.
One of the most significant in the Kingdom of Bohemia.
Well, you're lucky you're with him. Look who I'm serving. And you're his, what, page, servant?
His escort. I give advice when he asks for it. But mostly I take care of his security.
Fair enough. I get it. I used to travel with Lord Yaromir, but he barely travels these days, so I don't get out much.
Lord Capon is always getting up to something.
Well, I envy you a bit. But hey, we've had a nice chat. And since you're here, what would you say to a bit of a friendly duel? You've got time to kill, and me too. Let's do something to shorten it. We can do something dignified. We'll clash arms for the glory of our masters. You for yours, me for mine.
I accept your offer. I'd fight for Lord Capon any time and any place.
Then you're the right man in the right place. Get your kit ready, and we can get stuck in.
I don't want to pry, Michael, but Sir Yaromir said he had some luck with horses. That sounds interesting.
Nothing interesting about it. His lordship's affairs are a long story, and a dull one at that.
Well, if there's one thing Lord Capon taught me, it's that noblemen's affairs are never dull.
If you insist, well, you're in for a disappointment. There's nothing interesting about it. Sir Yaromir had these relatives, and they died, God rest their souls, and his lordship inherited some land, but they couldn't give it to him or something, so they gave him horses instead, to make up the amount owed. See? Complicated and dull, but all above board.
No, you are right. That's nobleman's business for you.
Just so.
Let's do it, Michael.
You don't have to ask twice. We've got some blunt old weapons for practice here, so we'll use them. We don't want to hack each other to pieces, do we?
That's sensible.
We'll do it in the little courtyard behind the gate. Tell me what weapon you want, and we'll get cracking.
Some sword will do.
A choice fitting for a nobleman. Give me a moment. I'll put my gear on. Well then. Ready?
Let's go. Glory to Lord Capon.
Let's see what you're made of.
I've been waiting for you. Bad luck. No chance. Now back off! Ah! Show your stuff! Now back off!
A good fight.
I'll be damned if there's
An honourable.
anyone in these parts who can match me. Yeah, I'd say. I haven't had such a good stretch in a long time. The good name of Lord Yaramir has been defended. But you defended Lord Capons too. You fought well. If you're feeling a bit sore, go and see Clara. She'll be in that house beneath the smithy beyond the gate, I reckon. She'll be happy if you show her where it hurts. I might have said this already, but if you've got nothing on your plate, you can have a game of dice's work. Or try Pelzel in the stables. I'm sure he'd love to show you how we hold races to pass the time. And if you want to train some other battle skills, you can practice archery with Mark. I reckon you'll find him on the gate. I'm sorry.
So, you have a weapon. Big deal. That's right.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Hey, sir, got a moment? I'm going into the woods to collect dead wood, if you know what I mean.
Aye. Dead wood for kindling. You can never have enough of that. The nights can be cold, can't they? Very wise.
Hey, sir, hear me? It's a good thing you're here, sir. You ain't local, are you? I've never seen you or the other gent who came with you.
That's right. We're not from round here. We came to see Sir Yaramir on Lord von Bergov's business.
That's just it. I ain't seen Sir Yaramir in ages. Them new men-at-arms are in charge now. They told us they're Sir Yaramir's friends guarding the fortress against the bandits in these parts. But there aren't half a lot of them, sir. Day and night they come and go, and there never was that many men-at-arms here, long as I can remember. Oh, shit. I think some guards are coming this way. They mustn't see me, otherwise I'll be for it. Mark my words, sir. Something ain't right here.
Huh? I heard something suspicious here. It would never have occurred to me that it was you, sir. You shouldn't be creeping through the undergrowth like that. Someone might mistake you for a hare and shoot you. And that would be most unfortunate.
Thanks for your concern, but I'm fine. I may have the ears of a fox and the eyes of a hawk. I'm nothing like a hare, though.
Well, I've got the nose of a wolf, so watch out. You're an honored guest. You shouldn't be creeping through the undergrowth like some wild boar. All your needs will be taken care of in the fortress, as hospitality demands.
Come here! God!
Let me be, sir. I don't have anything
God be
to
with
say.
you, my friend. Good to see you, friend.
There ain't nothing to see here, sir. I'm sorry.
Greetings. What do you want?
Lovely horses you have here.
Aye. Right beauties, ain't they?
There must be more of them than men in the fortress. That many horses must have cost a fortune.
That's right. Sir Yaramir had a stroke of luck.
What stroke of luck was that?
Look, this is Noble's business. I shouldn't go flapping my lips about it.
So there is something dodgy about it, eh?
Bollocks! It's all above board, especially our horses. Why not do something for your own lord's honour instead of insulting my lord's honour? We sometimes have this little race. You've got a horse, so you can show us your riding skills, eh?
Don't try that on me. My pa was a blacksmith, so I had horseshoes and hooves in my hand before I could walk. And I've met enough horse folk to know you shouldn't trust them further than you can throw them.
What do you mean?
The horses. Where did Lord Nebat get them?
All right, if you insist. Well, lucky for him, but not so lucky for others. We came across a bunch of them bandits who prey on folk here. We tore into them and hacked them to pieces. A couple of our lads didn't make it. God rest their souls. But we kicked their asses, and we took their horses. They had loads of them. Who knows where they got them, but that's by the by now.
Where did you fight with them?
Not far from the stream that feeds into Nabarkov Pond. They were just watering their horses when we charged them.
But Michael said it was between Lower Semine and Rock Tower Pond.
Really? I suppose Michael's right. It's easy to lose your bearings here. Nothing but cliffs and ponds. It makes your head spin.
But you're local. You must know these parts like the back of your hand.
I was shit-faced, all right? Let's leave it at that.
Hold on. Michael said something different. He said Sir Yaramir inherited them from some deceased relatives.
Aye, that's right. Aye, that was it. We took some horses from the bandits, and Sir Jerome, Yaramir, got the others from his kin. Aye, that's how it was.
Right. I see. Take good care of those horses, then.
I will. And you, sir. Maybe I mentioned it before, but if you're at a loose end, the horses need to stretch their legs a bit. You could help us out. Just a little race around the area. It would do the horses good. And you, too. And if you managed to beat our lad, you wouldn't go away empty-handed.
What does that Pelzel eat? His breath stinks.
Break in here, did you?
Greetings. Sir, I watched your duel against Michael. It was amazing. Don't take your defeat to heart. Michael's pretty tough. None of the men here can match him.
Aye. I found out the hard way.
But they usually get battered even worse. You really made him work for his victory, didn't you?
I did my best. And that's why I'm here, in fact. He knocked me about a bit. I was wondering if you'd take a look at my wounds, if you've got a moment.
That's what I'm here for. Show me, so I know if I need to apply ointment, stitches, or the saw.
It surely won't be all that bad.
Don't worry, Sir Knight. You'll leave here in one piece. Well, I've done what I could. Better now?
Aye. Much better. Thanks a lot.
I'm glad. Will you tell me who you are?
Henry. Lord Capon's retainer. We're on a mission from Lord Bombergov.
Oh, I'm Clara. Nice to meet you, Sir Knight.
I'm not a knight, actually.
Oh, how come? You look like one.
Knights are a separate class. Not every noble with a sword is a knight, you know.
Please, explain it to me then.
Knight is the title of part of the lower nobility, but that doesn't mean that they're genuine dubbed knights. To be dubbed a knight, take the oath and so on, you first have to serve as a page for some time. And then you perform some great feat, like heroism in battle, and only then are you rewarded with knighthood.
My word. I had no idea it was that complicated. I'd love to hear more, but I have to go and get some more herbs. I'm running low. Would you like to come with me? And maybe tell me something about yourself?
Christ.
I will be only too happy to escort such a comely maid.
Comely? You'll make me blush. Come on then, let's go. If I don't get back soon, the sick will start to treat themselves with schnapps, and that wouldn't do. Shall we go?
Ow!
Our little fortress doesn't impress you much, I suppose. You must be used to real castles. Actually, that's why I'm so pleased you're here. A bit of excitement at last. Tell me more about knights, or better still, about yourself. Where have you been? What have you seen?
In the hills above Sasau River, I discovered the enemy's hidden camp. I told the lords about it, and they assembled a force. Just like Lord Bombergov is doing now. We approached under cover of darkness and attacked.
Clever. And how did it work out? Do tell.
It was indeed clever. But not on our part, unfortunately. The enemy learnt we were coming. So while we were in the field, they seized one of our unguarded castles.
I'd rather not hear what happened next. Storming castles tends to be a bloody business. Tell me more, please.
Once, I was on the trail of this scoundrel, but the sly fox hid in the cloisters of Sasau Monastery. So I had to become a novice to track him down.
Good heavens! So you're actually a monk?
No. I entered the monastery under a false name, but I haven't really looked into how the whole thing works.
Better have fun while you can then, before the abbot drags you back in, so you don't have any regrets. Thank you for telling me your stories. It's nothing like my life. I just patch up the lads when they come back cut up and bruised, like last time. But I have other talents too. This really is a lovely spot. If it was up to me, I'd just lie down in the grass and take it easy. But I can't.
Why not?
I have to gather herbs to treat the wounded. When the ointments and concoctions run out, they reach for the liquor. And if his lordship found out I was dawdling, he'd have my guts for garters.
Does Sir Yaramir treat you badly?
Not at all. He's a good master, but strict, I can't lie. Still, now you're here, you can help me with those herbs. Then maybe we'll find a moment.
For dawdling? I can't.
Maybe I'll tell you some stories in return.
I know quite a bit about herbs, I think. So just tell me what's wrong with your lads, and I'll come up with a remedy.
Really? So tell me how to treat fever, say, or shortness of breath.
In that case, you'll need sage and chamomile, maybe some poppy or marigold, am I right?
Aye, exactly right. I've got enough chamomile. It's the rest I need. Above all, the marigold. Since you know all about it, you'll be back in a jiffy, won't you? It all grows in the glade here, but sometimes it takes a while to find.
I think I'll manage.
apologize. I can't wait.
Oh, well. Von Burgov's vassals are gathering, and it looks like a serious force. Sir Otto is clearly as good as his word.
Jesus Christ!
I apologize.
Have a lovely summer evening.
Good day to you.
I'm looking for Nickvard. The scribe told me you might know something about him.
Hey, Nick. I mean, Lord Libak. I almost forgot about him. I suppose his task wasn't so pressing, hmm?
What do you mean, forgot?
Nick Libak, that is, entrusted me with a big task quite a while back. He's a castle lord. Obviously, I had to obey him. But then I heard what another castle lord was planning, von Berghoff, and I had to obey him even more. He says there's a war on. So here I am, ready to go off to battle.
I need to know more about what Nickvard asked you to do.
No. There are new rules now. You have to prove you're not a spy.
I understand, sure. Just tell me what you want, and let's not delay.
A sword.
Sword? Hmm? What sword?
A long and very good one to help me deal with other spies. If you bring it to me, I'll know you're not an enemy spy who should fear me. Forge one, buy one, or even steal one for me. Maybe from one of the guards at the training ground or down by the gate. During the day, they're not in the towers anyway. Once I get a sword, I'll fill you in on Nickvard's task.
You wanted a sword? So look at what I got for you.
I don't want
You wanted a sword?
I don't want an invisible sword. Them are
Listen, Hirsch.
Don't try any word deeds to...
I'll think of a way to About Nickvard.
Got that?
You wanted a sword?
That's perfect. Lovely. I don't think you're a spy. Can't say for sure, but you seem all right.
What about Nickvard, then?
Nickvard asked me to do something for him. He must have admired my devotion to Lord von Berghoff. Either way, Nick looked troubled and not very healthy. He wanted me to fetch him something he lost outside the castle, and I told him I would. At least I could check to see if anyone was sneaking around about the castle. But then Nickvard clutched his belly and ran off. So I never found out what he wanted, or from where.
That's all?
Aye. If you run into Nickvard, ask him if he still needs it or whether he found it himself. I'll be going into war soon, so I don't have time for these things, see?
I'll tell him.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you.
Wear yourself out.
I don't like lounging about, sir. Why? I get the feeling life's passing me by, and that the Lord will be displeased at my idleness.
Even our Lord rests at the end of the week.
I observe the day of rest, but otherwise, I'm always on the go. I'd feel bad if I wasn't.
Admirable. I hope you keep it up. Even so, what you should slow down. I'd like to go to club.
God bless you. Christ, pardon me.
Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
Do you know where I can find Nickvard? The scribe said you might know.
Erazim is suddenly interested in Nickvard and me. You don't say. But when I need him to read something for me, he never has the time. I'm sorry.
I was asking about Nickvard.
Aye, I heard you. Say, can you read?
I can.
In that case, would you mind reading this message I have from Nickvard?
Show me. Dear Mistress of the Chambers. What is it?
Oh, what I wouldn't give to get messages from someone else. Say, Lord Capon. Never mind. Read on. Though I reckon it interests you more than me.
Persevere. We shall soon escape the dungeon of those two women. Cursed fate, however, has placed an obstacle in my way. The heat of the Lightbringer's potion is working, and I can feel my insides being reborn. But when the last remnants of old age left my body, something else was washed away with them.
How much longer is it?
Not much. My damn clumsiness has sent all of the Lightbringer's secrets into the void, but fear not, I shall get them back. May this be the first task on the road to your liberation. That's it.
Beautiful.
True enough. Nickvard has a flair for the dramatic.
My, that's Liebach for you.
But what does it mean? Can you explain any of it to me?
Lord Liebach has taken a liking to me. I suggested to him it wasn't proper for a noble to have an affair with a maid. He thought I meant he was too old for me. But then he found what he calls the Lightbringer's potion book. He said it would light a flame in him that would burn out all that's old. So I suppose it worked. Hooray!
I know the book he's talking about, but what does he mean, into the void?
Look, can we stop talking about this? I feel a little uncomfortable here, talking about some old lovelorn nobleman.
I need help. You can give it some thought, can't you?
No! And now leave me alone.
I heard you recently visited your brother in Moravia. How's he faring?
Look out! Off. He wants to steal from you.
That's why I went.
Do it! A thief! Feeling around your belt! Help! Come quick! Where is everyone? Help!
Please accept my condolences. Of course, thanks. I didn't see much of my brother, and that's one of the reasons his family have been...
Folks, help!
Oh, yes.
Sake, help!
Inheritances are always trouble. It doesn't matter what
There's
your
a
relatives
thief
are
here.
like.
You've got to catch him.
When it comes to land and
Well,
money,
well.
you
I'll
rely
find him.
on yourself. I had an unpleasant confrontation of my own the other day. Luckily, the matter resolved itself, more or less. And may I ask how? I quite simply
I'm on the
threatened
way.
my nephew I'd sign my half of the forest over to the monastery if we couldn't agree on a price. As soon as he heard that, he was meek as a lamb. That was smart of you.
Show yourself.
I'd
you
rather
crook.
cut off my hand than get into a legal dispute with the church.
I bet Sir Hans has already left.
So
Fucked
here you
up badly, I reckon.
Now I've got you. Surrender at once!
Easy! I surrender!
I've got you! Your day... How dare you have a... Oh...
Who do we have here?
Sir, I'm back from Nebakov.
Did you mislay Lord Capon on the way? Why isn't he here with you?
I went ahead. I have urgent news for you.
All the more reason I want to hear it from Lord Capon in person. I will see you both when he arrives.
Today's a scorcher.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you.
The cheek on you! I'll give you what for! Surrender, at once!
All right! You caught me! I surrender!
Wanted to get into my
This is...
Oh.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
What do you think you're doing?
the matter? Did you drop something?
You must have stolen them. Oh.
Good day to you.
You a bloody fucker!
Gotcha, fella! Ah!